All right, I'm here with the box of the HA6A Mark II. It's right here. Oh, it's kind of farther than I thought. It says that it's 19.4 kilograms in weight. So it's heavy. That's like 50 pounds? I don't know, something like that. So let's lift this bad boy up the stairs, get it open, and get it rocking. All right, I've got it up here and it sits atop this table next to these two air mids. One of these is Kevin's, the other one is mine. Got my abalone knife here, it's always fun to have. Got that. Oh, it's heavy. All right, we've got the amp set up here, and yep, you can see it's not as big as I thought it would be based on, I don't know, just the fact that those two pieces really. But it, you know, by itself without the power supply, it's almost like the size of an HA3A. And we got the Gold Lion Genelex KT88. So that's cool. KT88 is a nice addition, a really nice tube. Included, I think at the end of the run of the HA6A Mark I, they were coming with EL34s, so GZ34s in here for the rectifier tubes. Red Clay Strays track here, Stone's Throw. All right, one thing I'm just off the bat surprised at is how much gain this bad boy has. So I went and grabbed my Susvara. I'm gonna do a quick Susvara test. I just want to say, I mean, we're going in from a Yigi down here. I think you can kind of see down here, I got a Yggdrasil. And then the DAC is this Cambridge streamer. So I just want to do a quick test with the Susvara. See if this actually has more gain than the Aegis, which it might have, at least on medium gain in through the RCAs. All right, so yeah, this, at least from the Yigi, both of these coming through the RCA out of the Yigi, so unbalanced, medium gain, triode mode in the HA6A, normal mode on the Aegis. I would say I get to about 7 o'clock here to get the same volume as I might get to like 6 o'clock on the Cayin. So the Cayin actually has a tiny bit more gain, and I mean, to be honest, they both slay the Susvara. All right, so quick off the bat sonic stuff between these two amps, and then we'll look a little deeper into the different functionality of them. The slightly bit more gain on the Cayin, at least in medium gain triode mode, and the Aegis off the bat, it's a little more spacious and nimble. I mean, that's kind of the trifecta of magic that Keenan created with the Aegis design, is you get the solid bass, the liquid mids, and the kind of holographic soundstage, and that's what makes it such a special amp, in that it can kind of do a little bit of all those things at the same time and kind of adapt to the song. So, I mean, Aegis is just a special beast when it comes to that stuff. Cayin amps, you know, I've always really been excited about how much value you get. And by that, it's hard to define value, but value in all of the Cayin amps is that you get that kind of classic liquidity to the mid-range. You get kind of a forwardness in like a bass that's a little bit round, but not sloppy at all. Honestly, when you get to this level, either tube amps like this, I mean, you're not going to go wrong. It's just two slightly different flavors, and especially since they're both similar tubes. You know, I do have the upgrade tubes that you can buy off the ZMF site for the TAD upgrade set in the Aegis. In this, it's the stock tubes. Yeah, dead quiet amps. You can't beat that with a tube amp. You know, obviously, you got to make sure that your environment is quiet as well. I can't guarantee you in your own space that you're going to have dead quietness, but you know, we've got a filter here and if you've got the right power, you're not going to have any noise that you're going to have to worry about with these. All right, so with this bad boy on the plate here, some cool features on the HA6A. You know, one thing I really loved about the previous version was the triode and ultra linear change out there. You only get that, I believe, on Cayin desktop tube amps on the 170, which is their flagship, you know, $8,000 amp. So really, really cool to be able to change between ultra linear and triode, with ultra linear being the slightly more spicy, you know, direct, almost solid state, but not solid state, obviously, sound. Triode, that classic, little bit more round sound. It's just really cool to be able to go back and forth between those. And then, as is the case on all the Cayin tube amps, you got the low, medium, and high impedance. You got the standard 4-pin balance and the 4.4 inputs right here. And then you got these nice kind of classic white lit VU meters, which is cool. All right, so I would say, as far as IEMs, to have that 4.4 in a tube amp and have it be quiet enough to listen to these IEMs with, which is just that you're able to get the character of the tubes in an IEM. And I mean, it wasn't until the last few years where they started putting tubes and DAPs and all that stuff where you could really, you know, use an IEM that way. So I don't know, it's really exciting to be able to use IEMs in the same way you use full-size headphones, get that different texture in tubes. And it's the same differences between the amps sonically. I don't think you can go wrong with either of these. They're obviously in a similar price bracket. You know, if you're a mad person like me, get both. Or if you gonna choose between both, perseverate over it and, you know, obsess over it for a month and then buy one, you're gonna be happy either way. So yeah, that's it. These are both, you know, top of the tube amp class world, great tube amps. Aegis, legendary. HA6A Mark II, soon to be maybe legendary. Awesome tube amps. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll get these up on the site, HA6A, so you can grab yourself a set if you want to give it a go. See ya.